Okay, here we are with chapter 7? What? How did I already forget what chapter I'm on? Yeah, this is chapter 7. Chapter 7 of Fire Emblem Awakening, Lunatic Plus. In my opinion, this is the first chapter that is just like an absolute brawl, where if you want to, like, you can run in here and try to fight all of these enemies, and you have at least a chance of winning. However, the goal, of course, is going to be to maximize our chances of winning so that we don't have to reset for 3 hours until we get good luck. So first of all, I want to talk about mitigating risk and optimizing your chances of success when you can't guarantee a 100% success rate. But before that, actually, let's talk about Robin first. A good example of how you optimize your chances of success is, for example, my Robin. So initially, when I was running my attempts, initially I was having Robin use the Thunder Tome that we forged earlier, which has 4 might. And the problem is they were just not quite dealing enough damage to kill the enemy wyverns in a single round of combat. So I was relying on dual strike luck to kill the wyverns in a single round. And that means that I had like around a 50% chance at best of killing the wyverns, sometimes worse. What I did was I forged this wind tome with just an extra point of might, but against a wyvern, this ends up having 6 might instead of 4 might. So this wind tome has very similar attack power to our thunder tome against normal enemies, but against the wyverns, it has more attack power. This is, I think, going to allow us to get these kills without having to rely on dual strikes, especially the dual strikes from Sumia, because they're a little bit less likely. On that note, so I like to pair up Chrom and Ellery together because they have a higher chance of dual strikes, or Robin, sorry. But because we switch Chrom to Archer, he doesn't give enough speed. So we're having to pair up with Sumia here to get speed, and then switching back and forth. So we can trade, basically you've got Robin with Sumia in the back for speed, and Frederick with Chrom in the back for dual strikes, but you can actually trade them back and forth during the battle depending on what you need, because Robin can naturally double the archers, but they can't naturally double the barbarians. Okay, with all that out of the way, I want to talk about Lon'qu, because when I was playing this game, getting ready to make this series, I played this game a lot in my free time, not for YouTube, just because I enjoyed playing it, and I found that I really like Lon'qu as a unit, especially on Lunatic Plus, and even in Lunatic mode. His ability to just make like amazing outcomes happen when you're on the brink of defeat is extremely valuable in a high variance mode like this. Here's an example. Lon'qu originally did not have enough damage to kill this guy with a crit. So what was happening is anytime that this enemy rolled counter, Lon'qu couldn't fight him safely, because if I hit him twice, I would kill myself. If I crit him, I would instantly kill myself. What I'm doing here is I'm optimizing his damage so he has just enough damage to kill this guy with a crit. Now, if this guy rolls counter, which he did on this attempt, Lon'qu has a 40% chance to instantly kill him with a crit. And this is, it's really important because people often think like, oh, a crit is only 40% likely to happen. That's not reliable. And yes, that's true. But that's only if you're comparing a 40% crit to a 100% reliable strategy. But in this case, when this enemy has counter, there is no 100% reliable way to beat him. So our best chance is either a 40% crit with Lon'qu, or like a 5% crit with somebody else. And that's what makes Lon'qu so good. And in other scenarios, when you're not in the worst case scenario, like say this guy didn't roll counter, then all that's going to happen is that Lon'qu is going to fight him, he's going to severely damage him, and he still has a 40% chance to instantly kill him. So in a normal scenario, his outcomes range from good to phenomenal. And in the worst case scenario, he's also the best unit for getting you out of a situation that has no other outs. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is that Robin and Frederick's starting positions do not need to be the same. They can stand over here. They can stand over here. They can even stand all the way over here. It depends on what skills the enemy roll. So the first thing I do is I check this enemy here. If he has counter, we have to stay out of his range. These enemies here, if they have counter, so this guy has counter, we have to stay out of his range. This guy here, he has counter, we have to stay out of his range. You check the wyverns. Do they have counter? No. So Frederick and Robin cannot stand in any of these red squares on turn 1. What we want to do is kill this guy. So we're going to have to use the Sumia pair up because Robin has 16 speed. This guy has 13 speed. With +1 from Chrom, we won't have enough speed to kill him. So we're going to pair up with Sumia. I'm also going to check something else because it might be possible to have Frederick attack him first. 18%. Do I want to take that chance? No, I'd actually rather get the experience on Frederick than Robin, funny enough. Okay, so we go here. So if you get this configuration where you have... This is kind of like the furthest west configuration. If you get this configuration, there's a good chance you can take out one or more wyverns. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to keep the Killer Lance equipped. In fact, let's see what Sumia's damage is. The Iron Lance, she can actually deal 10 damage with the Iron Lance. So we're actually going to use the Iron Lance here. So if she uses the Iron Lance, she can deal 10 damage. And then if Robin hits twice with the Forged Wind Tome, they can do 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. That's enough to kill this guy. On top of that, if the Wyvern rushes us on enemy phase, we can kill him with the Wind Tome, but we cannot kill him with the Thunder Tome. Okay, we didn't kill him. That's fine. That just means Frederick's going to run in and get the experience, which we actually want Frederick to get the experience. Robin is already over-leveled at this point. We leveled them up too much by accident. All right, I'm going to use the Iron Axe. I want to test out if the Iron Axe works here. I think these enemies will all ignore Frederick. That didn't matter. Obviously, that guy was dead anyway. Okay, so we did a lot of thinking for a turn that might not even matter. So what you need to do is you want to get Pan to pair up with Lon'qu. This is going to give him enough strength. So right now we have 22 attack power. All right, crit? No crit. All right, that's fine. So that's a reset. So the Killing Edge gives us a 40% chance to continue the run there. Most of the time, 60% of the time, you're just going to fail. All right, so we really want to kill this guy with Robin and Sumia if possible this time, because we would like Frederick to take a more forward position. I also found that you can win with just the Iron Lance, so I'm not going to waste Killer Lance charges. Okay, Wind, Dual Strike, no. Okay, so we have to use Frederick here, but we still might be okay. We still might be okay. We need to stay out of range of the Hammer guy if possible. I think I'm actually going to go for the Hammer risk. The Hammer guy only has like a 5% chance to hit us. It's extremely unlikely. Oh, hold on. No, I can't do that. Because I have to keep the Lance equipped. Okay, how do I want to do this? This guy's really annoying. The fact that this guy survived is really annoying. Okay, unfortunately, I can't do what I wanted to do, so I'm going to do this instead. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. Iron Axe here. Now, the difference between this run and the last run is we did get not the best luck, but we did not get the worst luck. In this kind of run, there's no chance for Lon'qu to die. So this is really good. So we can just do this with Lon'qu. Now, Lon'qu is either going to kill this guy or he's going to leave him alive, but he's never going to die from this. Because this guy has Luna, I'm going to see if Virion can fight him because I want to preserve Robin's HP. I think we survived this. I'm pretty sure we survived this. So I'm going to show you the strategy where you use Virion to bait out this guy. This guy will always prefer to attack Virion instead of Robin. That preserves Robin's HP so they don't take too much damage this turn. If you're doing this, you want Lisa and Maribel next to Lon'qu to give him a little bit of extra support. And then Rickon is here to basically, he's going to be like a turret for us. Anytime we need him to shoot down somebody with the Elwind Tome, we're going to use him for that. Yeah, we survive on just one. That's good. Pull this guy out. Get some good experience on Virion. Strength is a good stat. Ooh, that's hurt. That hurts. Dodge. Nope. Okay. That fails. Okay, this guy we can definitely fight with Lon'qu. I'm going to get Lon'qu set up first. Am I going to use Virion here? Yes, I'd like to use Virion, but I have to get rid of this guy. I really need Robin and Sumia to get a dual strike here. Crits if I can. Dual strike, please, Sumia. It's not that likely. She has a pretty low chance to dual strike. I never got them to their C support yet. I anticipate this stream today taking about 1 to 2 hours, by the way. This is a very fast map. Failed attempts fail pretty quickly. Successful attempts don't take that long. They take like 30 minutes. So we should be able to get this as long as we get a successful attempt at some point in time. All right, I'm going to bait this guy with Virion again, I think. Do this so we can kill this guy with a crit Killing Edge if we get lucky. And let's go. Robin, please don't die on me this time. That's fine. We survive on one. That's more contribution than Rickon made last time. Yeah, Rickon's a lot better on this map. Okay, see, like, that's very likely. The crit, we equip the Killer Lance just for that reason. Once again, we equip the Killer Lance exactly for this reason. This is what I mean about you have to use outcomes with high variance. Because if you get lucky, they can lead to winning attempts very, very quickly. So, for example, now we're in an extremely good position. We could use Rickon to snipe this guy down. One thing I'd like to do is have Lon'qu kill this guy if possible, but a lot of times he has counter, so you can't. I don't think we can get to 21 damage. I'm pretty sure we could kill him, though. I'm pretty sure we could do it. In fact, let's have Pan do it so we can preserve Lon'qu's HP. If Lon'qu dual strikes, Lon'qu will kill with the Iron Sword. If Lon'qu does not dual strike, Pan will finish him off. 12 damage we can take. Okay, so that gets some experience onto Pan. She's a really good unit, by the way. Her HP, she has like good bulk and good offense, which is a pretty rare combination. All right, this guy right here, I think Rickon can finish him off. 25 cut in half is 12 damage. That will be just enough. Rickon gets the kill here. Lisa is just here on healing duty. Okay, so we're going to snipe this guy to weaken him. Although I think Frederick can one-shot him. We have to kill this guy too. Okay, hold on. We have to do a couple things here. I want to get into position to counter the hammer guy on enemy phase. So I want to do that first. We're going to start with the Silver Lance equipped. And then we have to make sure that we switch over to our sword. Dual guard is good. We'll just do this. We'll send the Roy's Blade back. Okay, so I have to pass him the Silver Sword. But I want to make sure that I can kill this guy. And I want to make sure I can be in range of this guy if possible. I can't do both things. So let me make sure I can do this first. This is more important, I think. We're going to keep Vera next to him, too, for the support bonus. Okay, switch him to the Steel Sword. I'm going to stay on low HP. It's very unlikely that Viron needs to take any more attacks. Okay, now Robin here. 21 times 2 is enough for the kill. This is why we forged the Wind Tome. Forging a Wind Tome is extremely good. Like, this gives us... we only forged 1 point of might on there, but it gives us 3 extra points of damage. It's a huge difference. Didn't matter. In fact, I should have switched to the Iron Lance there to conserve Killer Lance charges. Although, honestly, this attempt's probably doomed, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Maribel here, Rickon here. I think this attempt dies on turn 1. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I put Rickon in the wrong spot. Nice. Just examine your mistakes and just learn from them on the next attempt. That's the only thing you can do. I hate the fact that we have to keep using the same opener, though. This is really frustrating me. Well, hold on. We don't need Frederick here this turn. I'm gonna try this. It's gonna slightly lower Robin's chances of dodging attacks. We can use pass to our advantage here. We're gonna use the bait strategy, and then okay, Lon'qu needs to counter attack or land a crit anyway. So this is already like a really scuffed attempt. We might as well just go big or go home. Alright, let's see how it goes. 1 HP. Dual strike helps a little bit. Makes it easier for Pan or Lon'qu to get the kill next turn. Dodge, nice. Okay. Yes, that helps so much. Being able to start with this opener, where Frederick kills the thief on turn 1. Okay, please, please, Lon'qu, please bail me out here. This would be such a good opener if Lon'qu bails me out here. Oh my god, yes. This is the run. This is the attempt. This is it right here. Look at how much better, look at how clean this looks. Of course, this guy has counter on this attempt, but I think we can still play around. I'm pretty sure we still play around that even. This is the point also where you want to trade Sumia and Crom. So let's start with Lisa, I guess. 28 is better than 27. Do this. Heal Robin. Get Frederick into position. He's got the Steel Sword equipped. I'm actually going to reach into the convoy and get the Silver Lance in case I need it later. We got an we got an Ephraim's Pike at some point, which is a really good weapon, by the way. Okay, we're gonna equip the Steel Sword. We're not gonna attack. We're setting ourselves up to fight this guy on enemy phase. Then we're gonna switch these because Robin doubles this enemy. So Robin doubles this Wyvern and doubles this guy without Sumia. But Frederick needs Sumia in order to double this guy. So we're actually going to pass them. And then this also gives us a higher chance to dual strike with Robin. I wonder if I should do Crom here. Yeah, I should actually do Crom here. This preserves Robin's HP total for next turn, and it gets more experience onto Crom. And the only enemy that can reach me is an archer anyway. Yeah, this was definitely the play. Okay, so we're set up. All we need to do is get rid of this guy, and then reposition to pick up Cordelia next turn. I think this is the attempt. I think we got it. I think we got it. Let's do Lon'qu. He's earned it. He's absolutely earned it with that monumental crit. All you need is just good opening luck on that one attempt where Lon'qu actually gets his 40% chance. Crazy, I know. Mend, or can I just heal him? I have to mend him. That's fine. More experience onto Maribel. And then Rickon can go here. I think if Rickon goes here, he can grab Cordelia. I hope I'm not wrong. But if not, Maribel can grab her. Yeah, dodge the hammer always. We had it calculated so the counter damage wouldn't kill us. We would just kill him with counter damage. The extra dual strike chance from Crom and Robin pairing up helps out a lot there. That bailed us out there. Okay, now check this out. Now remember last turn we had like 3 enemies over here that we had to kill before setting up for these guys. Now, and plus we had 5 guys over here. Now we only have 4 guys over here, and we have no enemies over here to clean up. We have so much freedom to reposition. It's not even close. It's completely the opposite of how the last attempt went. We can't fight any wyverns this turn because the 2 in front both have counter, which means our momentum on the next turn is going to be slightly set back. So what I think I want to do is try to sweep all 4 of these enemies if I can. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to trade with Sumia to give myself the javelin. She is going to equip the Killer Lance on the off chance that we get a dual strike crit. We're going to weaken the thief. Now if Robin fights the thief on enemy phase, we kill them, which means that we won't take any counter damage. Next, I'm going to move here. I'm going to take Sumia back. I'm going to switch her to the Iron Lance and use the Wind Tome to fight these 3 enemies on enemy phase, which should deal almost no damage to us. Now I'm going to rescue Frederick back over here. And Maribel is going to equip him with the hand axe in case the barbarian wants to attack him, and then heal him back to full, or as full as we can. Then I'm going to start unpairing my units so I have them available to help sweep next turn. Now I think, I could be wrong, but I think we finally set up, I think I've set up a scenario where we are guaranteed to survive this turn. I don't know about next turn. We've lost a lot of momentum, but I think we're guaranteed to survive this turn at least. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we played around counter by using our rescue staff. You can always use a rescue staff to play around counter, either directly or indirectly. We just did it indirectly there. There's also, you can do it directly in a lot of ways. That sucks, but the archer can only hit us for 10 damage, I think, maybe 11. Yeah, 11. So we survive on 1. And that axe was actually super unlikely to hit us. We got pretty unlucky there. God, this guy moved into the worst possible position again. I can't believe it. This guy just wants to screw me over on every attempt. We have one more turn, though, of like free like repositioning and all that stuff before we have to start worrying about ambush spawns. Okay, I don't think Robin's in any danger, even if I don't heal them, and I really don't have the actions to waste on healing Robin right now. So let's go for this. Robin's just going to have to stay alive on 1 HP, but that's fine. Nothing's going to target them this turn. It's actually my other units I'm way more worried about. Okay. So This square should be safe to attack from. The only issue is I would really love if I could find a way to heal Crom, and I'm not seeing how to do it. Well, let's start with this. I would love to dual strike here. All right, let's go for this. You really want to see a dual strike here. Didn't get it. Basically just got to do this. Now we have to switch him back to the killing edge so that if the enemy attacks him, he has a 40% chance to bail us out. The problem is whoever switches him back to the killing edge is going to be at risk of being attacked too, and we don't have any other characters who can survive. Well, we have Cordelia. So you do. We have to put a healer here, but then also have her not get attacked by anything. I think I see the way. Okay, so okay. You need to put someone here who will be completely safe. Your healer goes here and they're completely safe. And then I need to put someone here, which needs to be Cordelia, because Cordelia can survive a round of combat against this guy. You transfer Frederick over. Frederick can definitely fight the Wyvern Rider. This puts Crom in a slightly weaker position. I'm going to trade these two. I'm going to separate here. Now all I need to do is block this space to protect Muriel. And, oh crap, I never traded Lon'qu, the killing edge. Okay, well, hopefully this guy is going to attack. I feel like this guy should attack Crom. I don't know. It looks like he's going to attack Lon'qu. If he attacks Lon'qu, then Lon'qu is just going to kill himself with counter damage. Was there ever a chance that I... Yeah, I could have had Maribel do it. That was a huge... God, why am I making so many misplays today? I think Lon'qu's going to die here. Let's see what happens. I'm going to take Virion. Maybe he attacks Cordelia. I'm going to unequip her weapon so she doesn't kill herself with counter damage. I'm actually curious to see what he does here, because the enemy targeting on this map has been completely inconsistent and bizarre. Okay, he goes for Cordelia, and he actually misses her, which is great. Okay, so this turn, all of these enemies are going to start moving, and there's going to be ambush spawns coming from here. As I wrote on my notes, I can't believe it took me more than 2 hours to get to this point. As I wrote in my notes, the furthest reaching Wyvern starts here on this mountain tile, and he can attack the character standing here on this woods tile. So what you like to do is have Frederick standing here with a setup, either Frederick or Robin standing here with a setup where they can survive counter damage against themselves. And then this guy has counter, but we can do the same thing. We can put either Frederick or Robin here where they can survive counter damage against themselves. Frederick on the right is going to be better because of this guy having Luna. We want to dodge the attack if possible, and Frederick has the better chance to dodge. He has pretty similar speed to Robin. He'll actually have more once I add Sumia to him. And on top of that, he has Outdoor Fighter. So we have to kill this guy. We want to get Frederick here and Robin here. Let's try this. I'm going to try a more passive approach. I'm usually against, but I think is better here. Do we double this guy naturally? We do. In that case, I'm going to do this. I need to have as many actions available next turn as possible. That also gives some experience to Crom. Okay. We want Frederick to get healed for sure. I'd like to heal Frederick. Actually, hold on. I can use a Vuln. And we have a really good chance to dodge. So I'm going to take the Vuln here. I'm going to use the Vuln with the Steel Sword equipped. Now, do I want Sumia or do I want Crom? I'm pretty sure I want Crom. No. I'm pretty sure I want Sumia. Is that true? I'm actually not sure who I want. I think Crom is better. And then I'm going to separate so I have more actions next turn. And this should be safe. Okay, we should be completely safe here. Unless the enemy gets the absolute most devastating skill combination. And they get like we get the worst possible luck. Like on top of the worst skill combination, Frederick should be guaranteed to kill one enemy here. Counter? No, he didn't even have counter. Totally safe. Okay. Now, on this turn, what you have to do is kill these 5 enemies while setting up for the boss. Which is actually going to be pretty tricky because somehow 3 of them ended up in the boss's range. I swear the wyverns are moving so differently than they moved when I was playing off stream. They were always like over here. Now they're up here in the boss's range. And then this guy on the bottom was like always up here. And now he's moving like over here where I can't reach him on turn 3. But what can you do? I suppose what we can do is... What does the boss have? The boss himself actually isn't too scary. I think what I can do is like Frederick, Robin, and Lon'qu dealing with each of these 3 enemies. Well, hold on. We can kill this guy from outside of red range. Keep that in mind. Chrom can do it. He has... This guy has exact... The one guy that I need Chrom to kill has exactly Aegis. I'm getting so unlucky with the enemy skills today. I think I still have to go for this, right? Because if Frederick lands a dual strike, that's another 19 damage. That would kill. I think I'm going to go for this. Worst case scenario, we chip this guy. Best case scenario, Frederick kills him. Bro, really? Like, come on. Same exact thing happened on the last attempt. Same exact thing happened on the last attempt. All we needed was Frederick to land a dual strike. And the Chrom Frederick dual strike is 60%, and we got 2 chances to do it. That is bananas. That is unbelievable. This is the only way I see forward. I'm going to start with this opener and see what happens. We'd like Chrom dual strikes here. They're not essential. They just give Chrom some experience, which is good. I like seeing that. Okay, Lon'qu, if we get a dual strike here, we'll conserve a Levin Sword charge, which could be nice. Can Lon'qu stand here? I don't think Lon'qu can fight the boss. 37, Silver Axe, there's no way. Yeah, no way. Okay, so Lon'qu can stand here. That's fine. Now, eventually we're going to need to move Frederick over, but I'm not going to do it yet. What is Rickon's base damage against these guys? 23. Okay, I'm going to use Maribel for this over here. This is the best position for him to help other units with dual strikes, potentially. So Rickon kills this guy, or doesn't kill him, but damages this guy who doesn't have Aegis. Steel Sword. 2 attacks. Gets the kill. I think we might win. I think we might win from here. Now we have to keep everything out of his range that he can kill, while also taking out this guy. If we can do that, then this opponent should attack either Lon'qu or Chrom and leave them alive. And then the boss will attack Robin. And Robin should be totally safe here. I might even be able to grab my Virion pair up. Is that worth it? I kind of think so. I just want to make sure... I need to make sure I can get this kill, though. I think this is it. 22? Yeah. Virion gets this kill, which is totally fine with me. He's a great unit. I love Virion getting experience. I'm going to switch Lon'qu to the Killing Edge. I'm actually going to do the Iron Sword. I don't think... He doesn't need to kill this enemy this turn. If he does... If he even does get attacked. And then I'm going to pair up with him. These guys only have melee weapons. I wonder if I switch to my Roy's Blade here. I'm pretty sure I can bait this guy into attacking Cordelia. Like this. I'm going to take the Iron Lance so I don't waste my Steel Lance charges. I'm not trying to deal damage here anyway. Now she should grab an attack from either Lon'qu or Frederick. Either one is good. They'll deal solid damage to this guy. I think I want... Is there any reason to pair up with Crom here? Yeah, it'll increase his evasion. Which might cause the enemy to go after Cordelia instead. Ooh, the boss goes first. That might be a problem. If the boss goes first, they might end up both targeting Robin, depending on what happens here. Dodge? No. Oh, we're in a bad spot now. We have to dodge an attack. Dodge? Nope, of course not. Neither one of those enemies had Hawkeye, by the way. I can almost guarantee you there was like a 10% chance for that to happen. Decent opening luck. Not even good, just decent. Okay, Thief is fine. Hammer guy's workable. This guy is workable. Can I stand in... This guy having counter is a problem. Okay, so my issue that I keep running into is when I'm trying to bait this guy with Lon'qu, he keeps running up here and attacking Robin instead, and I don't know why he keeps doing that. He should not be attacking Robin. It's just not what he should be doing. Can Frederick stand in this position? No, because... If Frederick could stand in this position, he could bail me out. But of course he can't. This is the one time where this guy has Hawkeye. Can I kill this guy with a hand axe, maybe? I need one extra point of speed, which I can get from Crom. And the extra attack will also give me the kill here. I think this works. That doesn't matter. This guy having Hawkeye is a huge problem. I need to switch him back to the sword, too. Right? Or, I mean, the enemies are just going to ignore him, so what does it matter? Well, I could actually switch him to the Silver Lance. That would be even better. The problem is then Robin has to stand here and dodge a bunch of attacks that they actually can't dodge because this guy has Hawkeye. And this guy has Hawkeye too, of course he does. Why would I even think that this guy wouldn't have Hawkeye? I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay, what do you even do in this situation? I guess you go like this. Stand here with a Roy's Blade and the Sumia pair up. I don't even know at this point. I think this attempt is already over. Let's see. I think that actually... Oh, the Wyvern couldn't reach me. But I'm wondering if I could have used that to block the Wyvern. Finally dodging low accuracy attacks. That's nice to see. Every once in 30 years. The crit there didn't really matter. Would have been nice to get that on the previous attempt when it actually would have mattered. Although I think Robin died anyway, so who cares? Okay, we got decent turn 1 momentum. These guys don't have counter. That's great. We can transition into a good turn 3, I think. This guy moving into a weird spot doesn't surprise me. Weird stuff's been happening this entire stream. This guy has Hawkeye, right? So Robin can kill this Wyvern while standing here, and I'll be totally fine. Because he can take a hit from the hammer. So let me get the Thief out of the way first. Now I use my scrub units to clean up these 3 enemies, which actually might be tough. Do I even have enough actions to get rid of 3 enemies at this point? Can I kill this guy using just her attack? I actually can. And I think I have to. I think I have to use Sully for this. That's got to be the most efficient use of Sully. That has to be. That has to be. I can't think of anything else Sully could do that could be more important than that. Okay, now either Lon'qu or Pan can probably kill this guy. Though it's a little tricky because he's going to hit me pretty hard. He doesn't have counter, though. Do I go for crits here? Or do I just... Well, what happens if I don't crit? I have to go for crits here. Can I 11 sword him? Not really. Unfortunately, the way Pavise works is that it actually blocks 11 sword damage, even though it absolutely shouldn't. Alright, let's go for crits here. Okay. Next, I'm going to heal Robin, because they're going to need to be in a forward position. Now they're going to go here. 2 shots from the Wind Tome will always kill this guy. Can I double him with Crom? I can. This ended up causing problems for me last time, but it's more often beneficial than not. I just got really unlucky last time with my turn 3 distribution. Okay, so we're going to take care of the hammer guy next turn. I almost wish I could have gotten into like this position. I think I actually could have. I wonder if that was a misplay. I wonder if I should have gotten into this position. Killed this wyvern. And then I could counter the steelbow guy as well. Oh well. Next, we're going to start doing something like 19 plus 23. Should be enough to kill, right? 30. Yeah, more than enough. Okay, so who wants the experience more? I think Rickon does. We can't miss here, but I mean, these are over 90% likely to hit. You just got to take the risks sometimes. And then here, because I want to heal Frederick if I can. This should be fine. Just don't dodge. Alright, we're kind of out of the woods. This isn't great, but again, we got like decent momentum. Lisa levels up. That's always good. Alright, hammer should be fine. We can take the hit. Okay. Now we got a lot of work to do on turn 3 and 4. A lot of work to do on turn 3 and 4. Okay, finally this annoying fellow over here does not have counter. That you have no idea how much that makes things so much easier. With that consideration, we can actually fight like potentially all of these guys. I'm so tired. I got up at 4 in the morning today. The stream's taking longer than I thought it was going to take. Because I was making a bunch of misplays because I was tired. I just can't win. I can't win. Someone help me. Someone help. I'm going to try this. Crom has the much higher chance to dual strike. Plus I get the boosted crit chance from Solidarity. Now I can have Crom back up 1 space and kill this guy. I could even move down 1 space and kill this guy. And the Sumia pair-up's going to give me better evasion against the enemies who are going to be attacking me. That also matters. A little bit. I might be able to heal from this position, but even if not, I wouldn't have been able to heal. Sumia, why are you so awful? Why are you so awful? I just don't understand like how her accuracy can be this bad. Okay, the only way to heal Robin is to use a rescue staff, so question is now, is that worth it? Almost certainly not. Almost certainly not. I'm going to try this. This guy might hit Lon'qu and put him into lethal range, which will bait out this guy to attack Lon'qu, and he almost cannot hit Lon'qu. But enemies prioritize kills above everything else. So even if he has like almost no chance to hit Lon'qu, he'll still go for the Lon'qu kill. And that could potentially keep Robin alive here. Let's see what they choose to do. I don't have any confidence in predicting them. Okay, this is good. Dual guard. It's actually probably fine. That's great. I'm actually happier that he attacked Robin instead of Lon'qu. Perfect. Okay, we're in a great position. I think that Lon'qu play really worked out for us. Okay, see, this is where this guy normally stands, where you can shoot him from here. Huge difference. Massive difference when that happens. This guy having counters an issue. Not the end of the world. I think Chrom can just kill him outright. Yeah, easily. Okay, so let me make sure my other units can mop up these characters, which is going to be a little tough. But if I can get that, then I can send Chrom up here, and then Robin can go here. I don't think Robin can reach the top, no. So Robin is either going to kill the Thief this turn, or kill this guy this turn. That's pretty much my two options for Robin. Getting rid of this Thief's going to be tough. These Thieves are way more bulky than you might imagine. Oh, I have to be careful because he can kill Lon'qu, though. Because he has a Silver Axe. He has a pretty small chance to hit me, though. I'm gonna risk this. I think this is the best use of Lon'qu right here. Dodge. Dodge. Nice. And we got the crit. I think the Pan Dual Strike already got the kill for us, but the crit just helped even more. Okay, 11. Okay, I think I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, hold on. So we go with our Elwind attack first, right? We're going to Elwind this guy for 18 damage. Please don't dodge. Thank you. 93% attacks are like extremely likely to hit in Awakening, by the way. I have to get this guy out of the way now. Got him. Now, because he's not in the way, this means that Virion can move forward. If I take Pan, this improves my accuracy and allows me to survive even if I miss. Nice. Phenomenal. Okay, Chrom, go kill this guy. Okay, I think I'm finally locked in. I think I'm finally locked in. Heal. We'll even mend because I want Robin to be on full HP. Now, if Robin ends in this square, they can kill this Wyvern on enemy phase, which will help us a ton on the next turn. So we're going to do that. I just noticed that this guy has Aegis. Sumia, please help me out here. What if I do this? It gives me a higher crit chance. No. I think this is the better play. I think if I transfer Sumia over, I can kill this guy. I mean, I have no other play, so I have to at least attempt it. I think this is fine. We're in trouble if he... Hold on. Okay, we can rely on the Killer Lance here for better consistency. We're in trouble if he dodges both of our attacks. Nice. Okay. Robin. Nice. Okay, this is a much, much better turn 4. Yeah, and then look. See, these guys, they move into this space where you can easily target them without being in the boss's range. I can't believe what they did last turn. That should never have happened. Okay, now technically, if we kill the boss right now... Well, I don't think we can, but if we could kill the boss right now, we could stop the reinforcements from spawning. I actually don't like doing that. I prefer to let the reinforcements spawn. So we're going to do exactly what we did last time. We're going to set up Frederick here to intercept. This is so much cleaner than the last attempt. This is so much cleaner than the last attempt. You're seeing now what a good attempt looks like. So there's going to be a Wyvern who's going to be up here. He's going to attack Frederick on this tile. So I need to pull Frederick over. I also need to kill this guy. I don't have a lot of actions available to do it, though. This is actually... This getting rid of this guy right now is actually pretty tricky. Funny enough. This guy's like the biggest problem right now. We're going to deal 20 damage to him. And then we would just repeat this again, right? For 16. The problem is we have to take another set of risky attacks. And if they miss, there's like no bailout. Like that's it. Like game over. Oh, well, what happens if we leave this guy alive? He attacks somebody, of course. We don't have a lot of safe place to stand, unfortunately. We have like 3 safe places to stand. Here, here, and here. And we don't even have this place. This place isn't even actually safe. Okay, what if we do... What if I do this? I transfer Virion over. And I wait here. I don't think any enemies can reach this space. I think they go from here. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could attack Robin if I left Robin here, but I'm not doing that. They can't reach Pan. Robin can go here. Potentially let Virion get the kill. No. Robin get the kill. Maybe if Virion dual strikes. I don't think this actually helped me very much. I mean, it gave me 2 chances to dual strike. And I got it. Like a legend. Keep in mind, we built the Robin Virion C support for exactly this reason. To get these Virion dual strikes. So that, I mean, that's not like... Yeah. Alright, we're going to pull Frederick with Sumia. We're going to equip the Iron Lance. Put Frederick in the lead or the Roy's Blade. I think the Roy Blade's better here. It gives us a chance to crit. Minor optimizations. Okay, so this tile, these 3 tiles here are safe. And we want to have as many actions available as possible. I'm going to put Sully next to Frederick. It's going to boost his chance to crit, potentially. Right? She can go there, yeah. These 2 can go here. Maribel can go here, and then Lon'qu can... Can he fight the boss? No, the boss has counter. Don't fight the boss. Pair up with Maribel. This is why we only fight one of them on the turn they spawn. Because if they spawn with counter, Frederick never kills himself. Now all we have to do is kill the boss and these 2 wyverns, which is much easier than what we had to do last time. Last time we had 4 wyverns. Was it 4 or 5? You can kill 5 wyverns in one turn if you get a little bit lucky and you're really efficient with your actions, but 3 is so much easier. So let's start working on that now. I'll have Rickon attack him first. Pan can kill this guy with no external support, so I'm going to have her do that. She survives always. She kills always. No investment. No investment. This unit is just good. She just joins good. You have to do nothing. You don't have to train her. You don't have to forge her anything. You don't have to give her any stat boosters. She just joins and she's immediately good. Cordelia is the same, by the way. I wanted to talk about Cordelia. One of the great things about Cordelia is that when she joins, she can fight these wyverns, which we saw she had to do over here. So not only in that situation is it good, because we needed her to fight a wyvern and she was able to do it safely, but she can also be used to body block the wyverns if you need to do that. We did end up needing to do that, so it doesn't matter. So I can't really show that off, but it is something that she can do. Virion here is actually good because it's going to get around this guy having Pavise. It's going to get around this guy having counter. And there's a 47% chance for Robin to dual strike here. And we can pass Robin around. Like if Virion's in the lead, we can grab Robin and move Robin away so that Robin can still attack if needed later. Oh, perfect. Perfect. You absolute legendary man. Okay, we're in an extremely good position now. We can almost afford to just like kind of screw around here. Hold on, I think Lon'qu can kill the boss. Killing Edge. The problem is he can hit us. I could use the Levin Sword here. Levin Sword just demolishes him. Actually, it doesn't because damage rounds down. So he'll be left with 1 HP. Yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to go Killing Edge here. We got 2 chances to crit, 2 chances to dual strike. He can never kill us. That's fine. That was purely just to get experience onto Lon'qu. Now, I'm going to give the boss experience to Crom. And we're finally through this nightmare. And then Frederick can get the remaining experience. I might even give it to Cordelia. Because Frederick's at the point where his levels don't matter anymore. Well, I mean, the sooner he gets Dual Strike Plus, the better. But other than that, his levels don't really matter anymore. Can she fight safely here? This isn't super consistent, actually. I don't want to take a risky shot like this deep into the map. We'll just have Frederick do it. I can get some axe experience, too. I would have loved to give the experience to Cordelia, but I'm not taking an 86% shot this deep into the map. Alright, that ended up being way more brutal than I was ever imagining it could be. We didn't even really do much refinement. It was just, like, constant bad luck. Like, over and over and over again. And misplays. You know what? I'm not going to blame luck. I misplayed so much today. I misplayed. This was like... I was really looking forward to today's stream, too. But now I feel really bad about it, because I made more misplays on this stream than, like, any previous stream. You can finally buy javelins and hand axes. I'm thinking of buying one of each, just so that I have them. In case I need them. I have 16 hand axes left. I have 7 javelins left. Plus a full 25 stack. I'm going to buy one hand axe while the shop is available, so that it doesn't get blocked later. This was definitely not a single attempt clear. This was way too many attempts clear. I'm going to go and just sleep for 5 hours that I'm allowed to sleep for right now. For now, enjoy the rest of your day.